The incident occurred in a busy loading dock when a forklift operator, obstructed by a tall load, collided with a pedestrian in a blind spot. To prevent such accidents, operators must ensure a clear line of sight, driving in reverse or using a spotter if visibility is blocked, and always sound horns at corners. Pedestrians should avoid active work zones, never assume they are seen, and establish eye contact with drivers before crossing. Management must play a proactive role by installing clear floor markings or physical barriers to separate walking paths from machinery and hosting regular safety workshops. Ultimately, workplace safety is a shared responsibility where situational awareness is vital. Prioritizing caution over speed ensures that everyone returns home safely at the end of the day. This footage captures a major equipment failure on June 8, 2025, involving a construction hoist system that experienced a sudden loss of control and fell from a significant height. The impact generated a massive force and a heavy cloud of debris, serving as a critical reminder that strict adherence to safety standards is non-negotiable. To prevent such occurrences, firms must prioritize routine inspections by certified professionals to detect wear in cables and brakes. Establishing clear exclusion zones with physical barriers is essential to protect personnel from active machinery. Furthermore, only industry-certified equipment should be utilized, and operators must be fully trained to maintain high situational awareness. Complacency leads to property damage and threats to site personnel. Therefore, safety must always remain the absolute top priority on every construction project. This footage captures a critical workplace incident at a construction site where a large excavator was rotating to discharge material. A worker entered the machine's blind spot directly behind it, and due to a lack of situational awareness, the rear of the excavator struck them with significant force. This serves as a stark reminder that on-site risks are always present if protocols are overlooked. To prevent such incidents, operators must perform 360-degree checks and use audible alarms. Ground personnel should never walk within a machine's swing radius and must establish clear eye contact or hand signals before approaching. Furthermore, site management should implement physical barriers and warning signs. Safety is a priority, not an option. A single second of inattention can lead to life-altering consequences. Always follow safety procedures to protect yourself and your team. This video documents a critical industrial incident where a worker approached a high-speed winding machine to perform a manual adjustment, leading to a devastating outcome. Due to the lack of safety guarding and failure to maintain a safe distance, the machine's rotational force entangled the worker's clothing and pulled them into the shaft. This serves as a vital reminder to strictly adhere to safe distances and ensure all machinery is locked out and tagged out LOTO before intervention. Furthermore, the implementation of physical machine guarding and the requirement for proper work attire avoiding loose clothing, jewelry or unsecured hair are essential to prevent such accidents. Maintaining heightened situational awareness and providing comprehensive emergency training are mandatory steps to protect lives. Occupational safety must remain the top priority at all times. This footage captures a critical safety incident in a factory yard where a worker entered a large truck's blind spot while it was reversing. Due to a lack of mutual situational awareness, a collision occurred that the driver could not prevent in time. This serves as a vital lesson to never walk within the no zone behind heavy machinery. Facilities must implement designated pedestrian walkways separated from vehicle zones and enforce safe reversing protocols, such as using a spotter or backup alarms. Additionally, wearing high-visibility reflective vests is essential for worker recognition. Maintaining constant situational awareness and avoiding distractions like mobile phones are mandatory for personal protection. Individual safety relies on a strict commitment to these established protocols to ensure every worker returns home safely at the end of their shift. This video highlights a critical safety incident involving a crew performing high-altitude installations. Due to a lack of situational awareness and failure to maintain a safe clearance from overhead power lines, a metal object contacted a live wire, triggering an electrical arc that caused workers to fall. To prevent such hazards, a pre-job site assessment is essential to identify utility lines before starting work. Personnel must always utilize proper fall protection systems, including harnesses and lanyards, alongside specialized electrical insulating equipment. Furthermore, a designated ground spotter should be present to monitor risks outside the worker's line of sight. Strict adherence to the minimum approach distance MAD is vital. This serves as a reminder to prioritize safety and follow all workplace protocols to ensure every worker returns home safely. The following footage captures a rare and extremely hazardous incident involving a motorcyclist traveling on a public road. Without warning, a large tree limb snaps and falls from above, striking the rider directly and causing them to fall onto the pavement instantly. This serves as a serious reminder of the unpredictable risks posed by our environment. To stay safe, always remain vigilant during adverse weather. High winds can cause weakened branches to fall, so it is best to avoid routes with old trees during storms. Since these events happen in a split second, wearing a high-quality, certified helmet is essential for protection. Furthermore, this incident highlights the need for regular maintenance of urban greenery. Ultimately, maintaining 360-degree situational awareness and watching for hazards from above is vital for every rider's safety on the road. This safety alert highlights the critical importance of proper unloading procedures for large commercial vehicles. The footage captures a high-risk incident where a worker, positioned directly alongside a trailer to adjust tie-downs, was struck by heavy cargo that shifted and collapsed due to an unstable center of gravity and lack of specialized retention equipment. To prevent such incidents, personnel must always maintain a safe clearance and stay out of the potential fall path. It is vital to verify load stability using forklifts or temporary bracing before releasing any restraints. Additionally, workers should always utilize proper PPE, such as hard hats, and ensure team coordination with a dedicated spotter. Workplace safety is never optional. Staying vigilant and following strict protocols is essential to protect everyone on site. The footage captures a high-stakes work environment within a tunnel undergoing excavation where the workspace is extremely confined. Electrical wiring and utility conduits are suspended in a complex network, while temporary lighting creates blind spots for ground personnel and machinery operators. Key technical risks include improperly secured overhead cables that may snag on high-profile machinery and poor air quality due to dust and humidity. The interaction between workers and moving vehicles in narrow corridors poses a critical hazard. To ensure safety, construction teams must implement strict traffic management with dedicated spotters, conduct regular structural audits of all suspended fixtures, and mandate high-visibility PPE. Safety in underground environments leaves zero room for error. Always uphold the safety-first mandate to protect the crew and infrastructure. This technical safety analysis highlights a critical failure caused by a lack of situational awareness and the violation of standard operating procedures for working at heights. The incident occurred when a worker on an elevated platform dropped a heavy plank instead of using a tethered lowering system or verifying the area below was clear. Consequently, a worker on the lower level was struck because the drop zone lacked cordons or warnings. Root causes include the prohibited practice of throwing materials, a total lack of crew communication, and the failure to establish a marked perimeter. To prevent such incidents, a strict no-drop policy must be enforced using ropes or chutes, alongside a 3-second visual sweep rule. While P is essential, the primary goal remains hazard elimination through designated exclusion zones to ensure a safe environment for the entire team.